Now at 6, the man accused of stabbing a pregnant woman unprovoked is about to face a judge for the first time.
Plus, students' right to privacy pitted against their parents' right to know.
We finally made it after a 4-hour trip.
4 hours. There was a ton of traffic to get to the fair yesterday. How you can avoid it if you plan to visit.
You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Thank you for joining us here at 6 a.m., everyone, on this first day of summer. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Neda Irampour. And let's find out how summer-like things are about to get. Meteorologist Evan Rani joining us with the forecast.
So today's going to be a day where temperatures are kind of right around average, but we're really going to notice that summer-like weather as we get into this upcoming weekend. Good morning to you. We appreciate you being with us here. It is going to be a day filled with clouds along the coastline for the morning hours. And then by the time we get to 8, maybe 9 a.m., we'll start to really see those clouds pull back. We have seen a less dense marine layer as the days have gone on. That gives us very good confidence that we will once again see that sun along the coastline, but temperatures not exceeding the low 70s. 81 for the inland valleys, 82 across the mountains, 106 for the deserts, and we are just going to keep warming up from here. Coming up, we'll talk about those warmer temperatures in play and about what to expect into this upcoming weekend. Back to you.
New this morning, all lanes are back open on southbound Interstate 15 near Old Highway 395 in Bonzel following a deadly crash. It happened just before midnight last night. At least 4 cars were involved in this. You see all the damage, the destruction here. At least 1 person was killed. Several others were taken to the hospital. It's not clear how serious their injuries are. It's also not clear what led up to this crash.
And later on this afternoon, the man accused of stabbing a pregnant woman at a Mira Mesa ATM will face a judge.
Yeah, the incident happened this past weekend near the Target store on Mira Mesa Boulevard in broad daylight. CBS 8's Regina Yorita live downtown now with everything we know about the suspect here. Regina?
Yeah, that's correct. And we know that he is supposed to go before a judge today for an attempted murder charge. We've been learning new details about this suspect and who he is. We know his name is Cole Klemke. He graduated from Torrey Pines High School, and police say he used to live in Carmel Valley but is currently homeless. Now, we did find this picture of him on the internet. I want to show you. He used to go to the University of Nebraska and played on the baseball team. There's a photo of him still on their website showing that he had been a scholar athlete for the fall of 2015 and played for the team until 2017. But this past weekend, police showed surveillance video of Klemke. They say he attacked a pregnant woman at an ATM near a Target store in Mira Mesa, slashing her 3 times. The victim fought back, and at that point, nearby witnesses noticed what was happening and intervened. Police also say the attack was unprovoked. Klemke did not know this woman. They also don't have a motive, and they believe this was not a robbery. Klemke is someone known to the police. A week ago, officers contacted him for a disturbance call in Mira Mesa. Then San Diego Harbor Police also arrested Klemke back in June near Harbor Drive and Ash Street. They say he attempted to steal someone's car, ordering the driver to get out of the vehicle, but the driver refused. Klemke did get booked into jail but was let go because there was no charges filed in that case. So back out here, we'll try to get you guys more details. We're hoping to get more information as this arraignment takes place later today. For now, I'm in downtown. Regina Yorita, CBS 8.
Regina, thank you for that. Right now, the Sheriff's Department is investigating the death of a 2-month-old in Santi. Deputies were called to a home on Settle Road near the Guardian Angels Catholic Church last Thursday. A family member called 911 after finding a baby girl unresponsive inside an SUV that had been parked outside for several hours. Deputies are reminding people it's illegal, obviously very dangerous, to leave your child alone in a car. According to the National Safety Council, 2 other kids have died from being left in a hot car this year. There were 29 deaths last year.
Later today, the Lakeside Union School District is set to meet and discuss a gender identity policy that was recently passed.
This policy ensures parents have the right to know if their child has opted to change their gender identity or expression. CBS 8's Chris Guo live in Lakeside to explain why this policy could soon be canceled there. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning. And that's because of AB 1955, which is something that would actually require school districts to invalidate policies like the one that Lakeside Union School District went ahead and passed. But here's Assemblymember Chris Ward, the author of this bill, speaking about why that's so important, especially for the children.
Although many LGBTQ youth have supportive families, some unfortunately continue to face rejection and are exposed to serious harm if prematurely forced to reveal their identity.
So AB 1955, known as the Safety Act, would prevent school districts statewide from telling parents that their kids identify as LGBTQ+. Now, if signed, it would invalidate the Parents' Bill of Rights, which was passed here last month in Lakeside. The reason why Lakeside Union School District passed this is they believe parents should be notified of anything, quote, pertaining to the well-being of their kids, including transitioning their gender. Now, we do understand that this meeting is going to be happening today. This will be something that is discussed, but we took that discussion to some of the parents here in the Lakeside community to ask them how it is that they feel, again, from both sides here, and we did get responses from both sides. Take a listen.
It's the parents' rights. No one else can decide for them but their parents until their child is old enough to decide for themselves and what they want to do with their life.
That's a personal thing. That's I don't think the government or the schools or the whoever it is should be in that situation. That's not their job.
And 4:30 p.m. is when we will be having, when Lakeside Union School District will be having that meeting, and CBS 8 will be sure to cover especially anything that results from that. Eric and Netta.
Chris, thank you for that. Now, hopefully traffic will be smoother when the fair opens up this morning after an extremely busy day. I mean, it was the holiday.
Right.
Some people took hours, though, to get into the fair yesterday.
Yeah, I was caught up in this. This was a mess. It got so crowded, the fair stopped selling tickets and sent out a parking alert because of all the traffic.
It took about 4.5 hours. We parked at Canyon Crest Academy, and then we had to wait like 90 minutes just for the bus to take us.
Wow, that is a long wait. A fair spokesperson says Wednesdays are usually their slower day, but of course, yesterday was a holiday, and it brought far more visitors than usual. We asked how you can avoid the traffic.
The best way to come here to beat traffic is to take this fair tripper ticket. It's a combination for the same price as admission. You get admission and you get a train ride here on the coaster, the Sprinter. You can get on the Breeze, you can get on MTS, trolley, and transfer.
So the fair usually gets busier leading up to the 4th of July, and this year they are open through the holiday weekend. Just in time for the first day of summer, today the city of San Diego is bringing back Parks After Dark. There will be free activities, music, movies, games, sports, and food for kids at 5 different parks.
Also yoga included in this. Feeding San Diego will be providing free groceries. That'll be on Fridays. So events run through August 17th at the City Heights, Linda Vista, Memorial, and Skyline Hills parks. You see that listed on your screen. Silver Wing Park is also participating for the first time this year, but just until July 27th. Parks After Dark happens every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So a great way to bring the family out. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. Have the kids play some games and sports, and then there's food provided too. So a way to really bring the community together.
Start creating those summer memories. Oh yeah. Summer, what a fun time for everyone,
Summer
right?
bucket list.
Yes, get that
going,
on the list.
Right? Break out the crayons, the markers, everything. Get your list together. What you want to accomplish this summer.
I like that.
We are finally starting to feel like summer out there. Marine layer that was previously sticking around all day long along the coastline. Not so much the case now. Yesterday, we saw that sun peeking through as early as 8 a.m. Today, we are expected to follow suit. Early arrival of that sunshine along the coast. So that's something worth celebrating. Live look from Otay Mountain facing west shows we do still have those clouds with us. 5:41 was that sunrise. Sunset, yeah, you see it there, 8 p.m., first 8 p.m. sunset of 2024. Ridge of high pressure coming through just in time, warming our temperatures up across San Diego County between now and the upcoming weekend. That ridge is essentially going to prevent the development of dense clouds out there. Any wet weather is staying away from us, and we are instead going to be seeing drier conditions and warmer conditions. Not a great combination for firefighters. Fire danger still remains high across San Diego County and across really the greater southwestern U.S. However, one thing is for sure, and that is that for this first weekend of summer, it is going to feel like it. We are going to be hot out there across the county. So when we look at that marine layer, it's not stretching as far east as Ramona. In many cases, it stretches to the western slopes of the mountains. Today, it's got about half of its normal density to it, gives us good indication that we'll see that sunshine. Temperatures at the door right now are mostly in the 60s along the coast, 50s as you make your way east. Escondido is at 59. Good morning, Alpine at 52 degrees. Campo at 51, one of the cooler spots in the county. And then here it is, that warm up that we'll see day to day, taking us to the upper 80s inland by this upcoming weekend. Some low 90s are possible. And boy, those deserts are going to climb from where they're at this afternoon at about 105, 106, all the way to 110, maybe even as high as 115 as we get toward this weekend. So expect the heat to be felt. But today, more average temperatures before we see that day-to-day climb right here into the upcoming weekend. Let's check in on traffic, see how your roads are. 610 right now. Got a couple crashes that we will take you to. These are both fresh. These both popped up in the last about 10 minutes or so. First one is on the 5 northbound at Palomar Street. Fire department activity on scene. Looks like CHP is also on scene just to make sure that that flow of traffic is moving. But we will keep our sights set on that one, as this is, of course, a very heavily trafficked spot. 5 northbound from the South Bay up through downtown. Also want to take you a little bit farther north. Right-hand shoulder is blocked on the 52 westbound. This is as it meets the 15. So that's that 15-52 interchange that we see the right-hand shoulder blocked. That at least is not blocking a lane. But again, CHP is also on scene of this. Let's check in on border wait times this morning as well. Starting to pick up compared to yesterday. San Ysidro Port of Entry, 60-minute wait. Otay Mesa Port of Entry is going to be a bit longer, about 90 minutes. So an hour and a half in total. Ned and Eric.
Thank you so much, Evan. Still ahead here. An already deadly tropical storm just made landfall.
Plus, the camouflage cameras becoming more common in burglaries. And a new high-rise on Skid Row. Why people aren't happy about this housing for the homeless.